All right, these are some of the negotiation tactics I use every day when I'm running my business, when I've ran businesses in the past, or when I'm just talking with people and I want them to do things that I'd like them to do, or just in general, right? A lot of people look at negotiation in a bad way, like it's you're just trying to get the absolute maximum out of someone, take them to the absolute cleaners, absolutely rob them blind. A lot of the times that's what happens. Don't really like that. Doesn't have to be that way. There is a way to negotiate where everyone gets a win-win, and it's a lot better when it happens like that. I learnt most of my negotiation from this book here, Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference, unreal book, ex-FBI hostage negotiator. Legendary fucking book. If you haven't read it, I would highly recommend picking it up and having a read. Unreal. Talks about a lot of things. One of the big things talks about calibrated questions, which how and what questions. How can we make this work within both of our budgets? What would a win look like for you on this project? And he does have a famous line in the book which he uses on multiple stories of his hostage negotiation when he's talking with people, which is, how can I do that? So the person will be like, hey, I want $20 million this time, and we'll release the people. And like, how am I supposed to do that? Simple, but it works. Now, I used to negotiate like very low risk, low stakes stuff, like Facebook marketplace negotiations. If you've ever spoke with people on Facebook Marketplace, you know they do not know how to negotiate whatsoever, and they just want to get the cheapest price. There's no incentive for you to say yes. There's no reason for you to say yes. It's just, I want this for $10,000, and you'll have something listed for $15,000, and you'll be like, what? What is wrong with you? Some people get a little bit better and they're like, hey, will you take 12,000? I've got cash. That's a little bit better. When I used to negotiate on Facebook, it was when I was buying and selling furniture. So I was getting couches for free or cheap, fixing them up, relisting them on Facebook, and then selling them and going and delivering them to people. And while I was doing that, so many people just absolutely horrible to deal with. But when I negotiated a little bit, it was a lot more manageable. Some of the simplest tactics that I used when I was negotiating with these people was offering them an incentive if they said yes. So if I wanted a couch that they listed for $200, but I didn't want to pay that, I wanted to pay, say, $50, but I'd pay at the max $100, I would say to them, like, hey, would you be willing to accept $50 if I came and picked it up right now? It's incentive. It's a lot lower than they're asking for, but if they want it gone, and that's one of the things, they just really want the couch gone, there's a chance they'll say yes. More often than not, people said yes. Or they'd counter and come back and be like, I can't do 50, but I could do 100. I was willing to pay 100 from the get-go. That's still a win for me. So I'd go there, pick it up, get the cash, do the dash. And even when people would ask me things, like if I was selling a couch and they'd respond to me, if I was selling a couch and they'd respond to my ad and say something like, I'd have a couch listed for $500, but hey, I want to buy this for $300. And I just respond back to that, how can I accept that? Or how can I do this? How could I do that? And most people just wouldn't have anything to say back. Now, I did do some negotiating this week. We were hiring some editors for our business, Pigflow Media, and so we had a bunch of people reach out. They wanted to work for us. We had a project that was ready to go straight away, and we're looking to hire 1 to 2 editors part-time that we can give a bunch of overflow work to. So I've messaged the editors and I was like, hey, send me through your rates, what price you're expecting, and we'll get back to you. Now, market rate, because we're paying per video, is around $100 or so per video. First editor got back and said, yep, so my rates, if I'm just doing the editing, is anywhere from $150 to $350 per video. And I was like, right, well, that's obviously a lot higher than expecting to pay. And so I got back to the person, broke it all down for him. I said, hey, appreciate you getting back to us so quick. Just for a bit of context, we mainly work with these companies and we mainly do these styles of videos. So our budget for that is going to be $70 per video for a talking head video, which is just someone talking to the camera and a couple B-roll shots that plays over the back, or $130 for a music edit. So just a video edited to music. Plus, we are offering a $300 bonus incentive for any video that gets posted by a client and does over 100,000 views. If you'd like and you're still interested in the project, I will send you through the brief and all the footage right now, and we can get started on that straight away. Both of them accepted. Well, the two editors that we want to go with both accepted, and they're like, yep, awesome, that's all good, send me through the project and I'll get straight on it. Edits turned out fucking unreal for the videos as well, so absolutely stoked with that. Also, I just remembered about this when I used to sell couches. A lot of the times that people would lowball me on a couch I was selling or something like that, I'd create a little bit of scarcity and demand with them and just say, hey, unfortunately I can't accept the price you're offering. I just listed the couch a couple of hours ago and I already have 3 other people interested. If you would want the couch, I would be able to load it up straight away and deliver it to you right now, but it will be for the full price. A lot of people absolutely love that as well, and they take it and run with it. But anyways, that was a quick little negotiation video from me. I've been doing a little bit of that this week. Not too in-depth on anything, very basic stuff. But if you can negotiate and you can negotiate well, you can get a lot more out of life. Plus, you can build some long-term connections and relationships with people because you're not trying to rip them off and they're not trying to rip you off. It's a win-win for everyone. You don't have to split the difference. You don't have to both lose something. It can win for everyone.